Hi there, John Moore here, and I am a shamanic teacher and practitioner from the state of Maine in the US. And I want to talk to you about something specifically about your life purpose or your soul's purpose. And one of the things that I do, one of the things I love to do, is I love to help people discover what their soul's deepest desires are. And I do that through coaching, through healing practices, through teaching. And one of the things I think that holds people back a lot is this confusion between what is my life's purpose and what I do to make a living. Is sometimes those can be the same thing, but they don't have to be. And so let me give you some examples. So I work with a lot of artists, for example, and let's say that your soul's purpose is to create really transformative art and share it with the world. That doesn't mean you have to be a professional artist, showing works in a gallery that sell for $15,000 a painting and whatever. That it doesn't mean that. There are lots and lots of ways that you can do that and not necessarily even have to exchange dollars for that if that's not what you want. It is about getting fulfillment. Now, I do understand that we live in a world where most people need to work for a living. And, you know, uh, that's the way of the world that we've built, right? We have to have money to pay for things like a house or an apartment and food and clothing and all of those things and taking courses, right? And so it may be that we have a job, a job, that is, not necessarily in complete alignment with our life's purpose, and that can hold people back. It can stop people from being truly fulfilled. Oh, well, if I can't do that professionally, right? There may be life circumstances. Now, this comes from the fact that since we were born, basically, people have been asking us, what do you want to be when you grow up? And meaning your job. What's your job? Like, we're so focused on, you know, what role you're going to fill in capitalist culture. I'm not arguing against capitalism. I'm just saying this has been the focus since people were infants, that we confuse the two. We confuse necessarily fulfillment with career. Now, sometimes you can make a career out of what's fulfilling to you, but maybe my soul's purpose, maybe my deepest soul's desire is about rescuing wild animals or something along those lines. And there's not a job for me, at least not where I live, doing that. Like the people who do that career wise, it's a very small group of people. And maybe I could but I could contribute to that in many different ways, without necessarily leaving what I'm doing for a living, right? My soul's purpose is about helping people discover really who they are and bringing balance and alignment to that, and living their life in a way that is much more fulfilling. And that's what I want for people I work with. And so, this I don't make enough money from YouTube to make a living, but this is one of the ways that I do that, right? So that you can find ways to become more fulfilled, to have a more fulfilling life, to live life in alignment with your purpose. We have to sometimes change, think about the beliefs that we have that are holding us back. And one belief might be, I need to do my life's purpose for a living, as my work, as my sole job, as the sole thing that I do. And that may not be the case. And really, you shouldn't allow that to hold you back. Um, right. And you may be able to separate them and still have a very fulfilling life. And then maybe sometimes that will transition into a more professional life. So, for example, maybe someday I'll start selling paintings, right? And um, instead of just doing them for spiritual fulfillment. Maybe I would do that, and who knows, right? So there could be the transition, but I don't paint to make money. I paint because it is fulfilling to me, right? And I teach and I do these YouTube videos because they're fulfilling to me. I like reaching people. I like teaching. I like talking to people about these things that are really important to me. So keep that in mind as you're working out your life's purpose, your soul's deepest desire for you. And I will have more in alignment with this topic. I've got some courses coming up and some other things. And look for some more YouTube videos. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And I now have membership. You can join the channel. There's a couple of different tiers and there's perks, members only videos and things like that. So take that into consideration. It really does help me out. And I'll talk to you very soon.